Beautiful soul, welcome. This is Rochelle with the Healing Rose, and we're taking a look at the Phantasma Tarot by Paulina Faye, aka Paulina Cassidy. She did the Paulina Tarot and the Joie de Vivre and I think Spirit Song. So let's leave the little book out. So I kind of loved the box. I thought it was really soft and sweet. Gorgeous little box. I really liked the little llama on the cover, and so I was sort of really drawn to it. Let's take a look. So I've popped it open and taken the plastics off of everything so we can take a peek. All right. So I did have a specific oracle that I have been searching and searching for the perfect matching tarot deck to go with it. So that was, I kind of thought this might be the deck, right? It doesn't quite fit the vibe of the oracle, but irregardless, this is still a sweet, fun, and whimsical deck. So we have these sort of, I love this, like, the little, almost looks like there's little training wheels on the moon here with how that little clock is sitting with all the charms on it. It is very sort of whimsical, full of interesting birds and creatures. I think the backs are quite lovely. It is a very soft color palette. We've got this lovely watercolor effect. And so let me just drag these out of the way. So we have the mentor instead of the Hierophant, love instead of the lovers. So it's interesting that some of these cards are renamed. I think this is just beautiful. I love all the little detail on the sort of hanging garden style trees that we have. This almost weeping willow effect. Wheel of Life. We have Justice. And the Hanged Man. Death. So it is interesting, right? So we have the Jinn instead of the Devil. So there's a few name changes, but honestly, I don't really mind it. The Awakening, that's quite interesting, instead of Judgment. All right, so then we're into our suits. So we have the Ace of Wands, the Two of Wands. So that's kind of interesting because it's not really like, it's not like a Rider-Waite clone. It is a very different, we still have that sort of, I guess, Rider-Waite system that's happening. However, the imagery for the most part is very different from what's going on in our traditional Rider-Waite imagery. So I kind of like that we have that different aspect to it. Those flamingos are hilarious. I think it's a really lovely soft color palette, perhaps more gray in the deck than what I am usually drawn to, but beautiful nonetheless. I think, yeah, it is like not quite as maybe perhaps vibrant as I would have maybe thought from the first couple of cards. Definitely the swords are much more in that gray palette. That's really cute. Those little bats. Really lovely artwork. I mean, she does have a really interesting, soft whimsical art style that she's quite well known for. It is a very, very sweet, sweet deck. Yeah, quite lovely. I quite like it. I was thinking of, let me just drag you back out here so that you can, oh, there we go. It's this weather. My hands are so dry that the touch screen doesn't want to recognize them. I had been thinking of something to go with my Green Witches Oracle deck. And I think, let me just pop that out of the bag. I think this might actually go quite well with it. So let's just see. Because it has this sort of softness to it. It has a, I don't want to say whimsy. It's not very whimsical per se, but it does have that soft style of line drawing that we get with, we have this very soft kind of delicate borders. So let's just pop out 4 or 5 cards here so we have an idea of the overall color palette. I mean, when we look at the majors are indeed quite bright. So let's just see. I do think like it has a similar color palette. I think it is quite lovely. I think they will perhaps work quite well together. They don't, yeah, they're not overpoweringly different, I think, overall. We still have some of that kind of fun, sort of whimsical, flowing plant life. Still, like, there's still a delicate quality to both decks. I think, yeah, I feel like I think these are going to go quite nicely together. So that's sort of a bonus, I believe. All right, so yeah, I think they will be quite nice together. I think visually, even the backs, there is a sort of, yeah, really interesting kind of symmetry between the decks. I think this will be interesting to work with the two of them together. It's a beautiful, lovely cardstock, so I know it's going to shuffle really, really beautifully well. It is very, very smooth. Let's just pull one card, 10 of Cups, and let's see what the book says. Because sometimes it's nice to just have a sense of how the guidebooks, I love this little guidebook. I love how it's bound. It's very nice. It feels very nice in the hand. Happiness radiates from the fox's hearts. They've reaped the rewards for their past hard work, and they have everything they need. They've established solid connections with one another, and the security of home brings peace. The message, the uplifting energy you radiate will benefit those around you. Great things are being set in motion. And the keywords are happiness, harmony, security, abundance, and enlightenment. All right. Very interesting. I like that. I do enjoy how she has written things in this book, right? Yeah. It's more about, it's not like, you know, your home life is so perfect and ideal, really. It's more like, you know, your home life is a reflection of the energy that you're putting out. And so I think that's kind of an interesting take for our 10 of Cups. I think quite interesting, and I think it's going to go beautifully with my Green Witches Oracle deck. I think that might be a very lovely pairing. So I think this is a nice addition to my collection. If you're still watching, thank you so much. I so appreciate you being here, and I hope that you have a wonderful day and a fantastic week. Take care.